Hello literature lovers, welcome to our channel Literate Club. Today is another part of mock test series Bihar Estate English 2025. So let's start. Okay, our very first question is, in Spenser's sonnet 67, the image of the deer symbolizes. Options are poetic inspiration, the beloved, nature's bounty, or vanity of human life. And the correct option is option number B, that is the beloved. Question number 2. Shakespeare's sonnet 127. In the old age, black was not counted fair. Deals primarily with options are eternal beauty of nature, dark beauty and subversion of Petrarchan ideals. Option C, love beyond time, or rival poet theme. And the correct option is option number B, that is dark beauty and subversion of Petrarchan ideals. Question number 3. John Donne's The Sun Rising employs what characteristic device of metaphysical poetry? Options are allegorical narrative, pastoral conventions, conceits linking cosmic scale to personal love, or blank verse. And the correct option is option number C, that is conceits linking cosmic scale to personal love. Question number 4. The toilet scene in Pope's The Rape of the Lock parodies religious rituals, chivalric romance, courtship traditions, or political debates. And the correct option is option number E, that is religious rituals. Question number 5. In Tintern Abbey, Wordsworth shifts his view of nature from supernatural fear to religious worship, sensory delight to spiritual consolation, romantic longing to satirical critique, or silence to celebration of sound. And the correct option is option number B, that is sensory delight to spiritual consolation. Question number 6. In Dr. Faustus, the good angel and evil angel represent two friends, morality play allegory of conscience, pagan gods, or dramatic irony. And the correct option is option number B, that is morality play allegory of conscience. Question number 7. Which structural device dominates Shakespeare's Macbeth? Options are use of soliloquy and symbolism of blood, prologue and epilogue, epistolary narration, or farcical dialogue. Correct option is option number A, that is use of soliloquy and symbolism of blood. Question number 8. Congreve's love for love belongs to which dramatic tradition? Option A, comedy of humors. Option B, comedy of manners. Option C, domestic tragedy, or problem play. And the correct option is option number B, that is comedy of manners. Question number 9. In Wilde's, Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, the term earnest is a pun on sincerity versus triviality, class versus gender, birth versus fate, or love versus war. And the correct option here is sincerity versus triviality. Question number 10. Beckett's Waiting for Godot is best described as a tragedy of destiny, a play without plot or resolution, a romantic drama, or an epic theatre piece. And the correct option is option number B, that is a play without plot or resolution. Question number 11. Robinson Crusoe is often regarded as options are an allegory of sin and redemption, a romance of travel, a satire on society, or a children's tale. And the correct option is option number A, that is an allegory of sin and redemption. Question number 12. The conflict between nature and industrialization is central in options are Silas Marner, Wuthering Heights, The Mayor of Casterbridge, or Pride and Prejudice. And the correct option is option number C, that is The Mayor of Casterbridge. Question number 13. The storm scene in Wuthering Heights symbolizes options are Catherine's death, turbulent passions and chaos of nature, resolution of love, or redemption. And the correct option is option number B, that is turbulent passions and chaos of nature. Question number 14. In A Tale of Two Cities, the metaphor of recalled to life signifies resurrection theme, scientific progress, romantic revival, or eternal youth? And the correct option is option number E, that is resurrection theme. Question number 15. Bacon's Of Studies emphasizes the utility of studies as ornament, delight, and ability, luxury of the rich, burden of scholars, or ornament and punishment. And the correct option is option number A, that is ornament, delight, and ability. Question number 16. Sidney's An Apology for Poetry was written partly as a defense against Plato's attack on poetry, Puritan criticism, Gosson, Aristotle poetics, or Horace satire. And the correct option here is option number B, that is Puritan criticism by Stephen Gosson. Question number 17. Wordsworth's preface 1800 emphasizes use of elevated diction, language of common men, imaginative fancy only, of French classical models. And the correct option here is option number B, that is language of common men. Question number 18. Arnold's The Study of Poetry introduces the test of historical value, touchstone method, structural analysis, or reader response. And the correct option is option number B, that is touchstone method. Question number 19. Johnson's preface to Shakespeare praises observance of unities, universality of character representation, metaphysical imagery, or romantic imagination. And the correct option here is option number B, that is universality of character representation. Question number 20. Eliot, in The Function of Criticism, stresses criticism as personal confession, detachment and historical sense, social satire, or linguistic play. And the correct option here is option number B, that is detachment and historical sense. Question number 21. Derosio's work Poetry reflects Victorian moralism, romantic enthusiasm, Puritan strictness, modernist irony. And the correct option here is option number B, that is romantic enthusiasm. Question number 22. Nizam Ezekiel's The Night of the Scorpion is written in. Options are heroic couplet, free verse with narrative tone, blank verse, or ballad stanza. And the correct option here is option number B, that is free verse with narrative tone. Question number 23. Haya Vadana by Karnad uses which traditional theatrical form? Options are Kathakali, Yakshagan, Kabuki, or Nautanki. And the correct option here is option number B, that is Yakshagan. Question number 24. Mahesh Dattani's Final Solutions addresses class struggle, gender conflict, communal tensions, or political corruption. And the correct option here is option number C, that is communal tensions. Question number 25. Abhigyan Shakuntalam is structured in how many acts? Options are 3, 5, 7, or 9. And the correct option is option number C, that is 7. Question number 26. The glass animals in Williams' plays symbolize reality, fragility of dream and characters, violence of freedom. And the correct option is option number B, that is fragility of dreams and characters. Question number 27. In Beloved by Toni Morrison, the character Beloved represents a ghostly past of slavery, symbol of modernity, trickster spirit, a hope for future. And the correct option here is option number A, that is a ghostly past of slavery. Question number 28. Whitman's Passage to India connects exploration with technological progress and spiritual unity, colonial conquest, romantic nostalgia, or political democracy. And the correct option here is option number A, that is technological progress and spiritual unity. Question number 29. Robert Frost's poem typically employ blank verse with colloquial speech, free verse, epic style, or pastoral elegy. And the correct option here is option number A, that is blank verse with colloquial speech. Question number 30. O. Henry's The Last Leaf is built around naturalism, twist ending and sacrifice, supernatural power, or political satire. And the correct option here is option number B, that is twist ending and sacrifice. Question number 31. Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart critiques African folklore, impact of colonial disruption on Igbo society, American slavery, or modern technology. And the correct option here is option number B, that is impact of colonial disruption on Igbo society. Question number 32. And a few lines of silver hair in the brown to announce the burden of your 28 years is from which of the following poem? Lotus, Sweet 16, A Little Distance, or An Old Woman. And the correct option here is option number B, that is Sweet 16. Question number 33. In A Far Cry from Africa, Derek Walcott's dilemma is Christian versus pagan values, split between African roots and English heritage, science versus religion, or love versus war. And the correct option is option number B, that is a split between African roots and English heritage. Question number 34. Gabriel Okara's Once Upon a Time uses satire on Western hypocrisy, folk storytelling style, animal allegory, or religious symbolism. And the correct option is option number A, that is satire on Western hypocrisy. Question number 35. Badal Sarkar's plays are famous for indoor stage realism, street theatre and audience participation, monodrama only, or Sanskrit revival. And the correct option is option number B, that is street theatre and audience participation. Question number 36. Middle English developed after Norman Conquest 1066, Printing Press 1476, Industrial Revolution, or Elizabethan period. And the correct option here is option number A, that is after Norman Conquest 166. Question number 37. Phonemes are defined as units of grammar, minimal units of sound distinguishing meaning, word building morphemes, or rhythmical patterns. And the correct option is option number B, that is minimal units of sound distinguishing meaning. Question number 38. If students construct a model to show something, they are evaluating, analyzing, synthesizing, or none of these. And the correct option here is option number B, that is analyzing. Question number 39. Objective related to the affective domain is a student can paint a picture, a student can draw a graph, a student values on ST, or a student writes a letter. And the correct option here is option number A, that is a student can paint a picture. Question number 40. Dialect is distinguished from register by regional variation and situational variation, social class, age group, or vocabulary only. And the correct option is option number A, that is regional variation and versus situational variation. Question number 41. Identify the figure the kettle boils. Personification, metonymy, synecdoche, or hyperbole. And the correct option is option number B, that is metonymy. Question number 42. Fair is foul and foul is fair is an example of irony, paradox and chiasmus, hyperbole, or simile. And the correct option is option number B, that is paradox and chiasmus. Question number 43. The antonym of ephemeral is fleeting, eternal, fragile, or momentary. And the correct option is option number B, that is eternal. Question number 44. We have to choose the correct narration of the given sentence. She said, "Will you help me?" Options are: she said, "Would you help me?" She asked if I would help her. She asked that you help me. Or she told I will help her. And the correct option here is option number B, that is she asked if I would help her. Question number 45. Zeugma means repetition of consonant sounds or using one verb with two incongruous objects or direct comparison with as or inversion of word order. And the correct option here is option number B, that is using one verb with two incongruous objects. Question number 46. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences emphasizes IQ only or different learning strengths like linguistic, musical, bodily, kinesthetic. Option C, memory skills or only logical ability. And the correct option here is option number B, that is different learning strengths like linguistic, musical, bodily, kinesthetic. Question number 47. Formative assessment is aimed at end of term grading, continuous feedback and improvement, competitive ranking, or eliminating weak learners. And the correct option here is option number B, that is continuous feedback and improvement. Question number 48. Post-structuralism is characterized by fixed meanings. Option B, instability of languages and endless play of signifiers. Or C, moral didacticism. Or D, authorial intention. And the correct option here is option number B, that is instability of language and endless play of signifiers. Question number 49. Bama's Karukku belongs to tribal narrative, Dalit autobiography, colonial romance, or feminist criticism only. And the correct option is Dalit autobiography, option number 2. Now we are here with the last question. Question number 50. Alice Walker's The Color Purple is primarily a Marxist allegory or feminist and African American novel or postmodernist satire or travel narrative. And the correct option here is option number B, that is feminist and African American novel. So with this, I end my video here. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and please join our Telegram channel for daily quiz and updates.